phone chargers, got our coffees, got the hot damn, got some double bubble. Gassed up. You ready? You ready?
I think so.
Double turkey hunters! Morrow! Woo! Yeah, baby! It's that time of year again! That's my favorite.
Hey everybody, we just stopped at a rest stop. We're still on our way, trying to get to the spot where we're heading today, up to our buddy's house. Forecast called for a light dusting of snow. It's a bit more than that, and the trek is going a little bit slower than we were anticipating. About 50 miles to the highway, so hopefully once we get there, the roads will be a little bit better. But yeah, we're in for quite the adventure on this trip. We'll see you soon.
Well, we finally made it to where we were heading. The roads are pretty iced up and snowy this morning. We're just kind of bouncing around, checking out some state lands, public land that's available to us to hunt. We've never hunted turkeys up here, so we got to do a little homework. Rowan's been doing some scouting, and we've been playing around on Onyx, so we have a general idea of where there's some birds, but we just got to drive around. The spots aren't super close together. It's kind of hunting two different towns, so we're gonna try and check everything out in the daylight, get a plan for this evening, and then the rest of the weekend. There's a lot of strutting birds around, especially on private. We've seen a lot of toms this morning, so that's a good sign. The weather looks like it's getting nice. The sun's coming out, wind's laying down a little bit, so we're just gonna keep bouncing spot to spot, check it out, do our homework, and then hopefully we'll be out in the woods soon. I can't wait to hear that first gobble. I know these boys are freaking ready too, so stay with us, and hopefully we got some action here soon.
You boys went on a hike, man.
I knew it was gonna happen. He's gonna be, oh, one more ridge. And then Ron goes, yeah, I've never seen a turkey there. Looks good. I'll have to show you where he saw turkeys, dude. Jeez, that'd be a hike.
We need to stretch.
So where'd those chickens walk?
Right down the creek.
Sure. So I was telling Bear, I was like, dude, my plan was to sit here this evening, you know, because Rowan said they were walking back and forth, but when all the toms were over there, it was like, I wasn't expecting that group. That was like 3 miles down the road.
Yeah, it had to be because it was one tom, but he
Like
picked up probably 10 more.
What?
Yeah, he had a herd.
How many hens?
Probably 12 at least.
Gosh.
It was a group.
And where'd they go? Down here with the rest of the party?
They walked down the road. I was up there watching them. So when I saw them, they were coming out of this right here.
Yeah, like right there on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So you think they're roosted by the barn down there?
Oh yeah, you can see them in the tree.
You can? Like
Yes,
right above their house?
So you know that tree? So no, their house is up here on the hill.
On the hill, right. There's not a house down here? Just like a barn or something?
But there's that one tree to the left on the right side of that ridge in that draw. Remember where you saw them all going up the draw?
Right.
By that one tree?
Right.
They're roosted right there. It's got to be all 30 of them unless there's another tree down there.
Okay, so we're on the road again. We had a pretty rough morning. pretty crappy day. Turkeys didn't cooperate per usual. Just when you think you know what they're gonna do, they don't. Got Rowan in the back seat, thinks he's gonna lead us to the promised land, so we'll see. We're going down to a little honey hole that he picked up. We haven't really checked it out yet, so we're gonna go evaluate the situation. Hopefully they got birds on there where we can hunt them. And we're gonna make a move, and I'm gonna shoot 2, and Rowan's gonna shoot 1, and we're gonna go home and drink a beer and call it a day. So, see you later. Well, we got to Rowan's honey hole. Talked to the landowner, gave us a few tips. Got set up in a tree. It's a pretty good roosting tree. I don't know if they'll actually roost here or not, but it's kind of in the middle of how the creek runs. I saw Tom down the field the way he's working this way, so hopefully we're kind of middle of the action. It's a beautiful night. They should be freaking hammering, so just gotta wait and see. Hopefully our luck will turn. Don't run if there's 2 toms, let them walk. Or not. I don't think we risk it. It's about to get nasty, dude. Real nasty. Straighter. God, we have the ground to do it right now. Got a little bit further we can go. You wanna try it? We're on private. God, dude.
Yeah, they gotta get to this fence.
Which one?
This fence right in front of us.
They're not far. We're gonna crawl down to one of these humps, try and get in this tree, and if they do cross the fence, we're gonna shoot down. I'm shooting right here. Okay. Kate.
I say just get right here, so just in case they come over.
Yeah, they're all walking that way.
He's coming back.
They're all coming back. I'll shoot them if he comes close. Damn it. Why do do us like that? Thought they were gonna come right out there and come around and freeze.
Can you slide over any more straight? Try and range a post.
I can't move now, we're in trouble.
Yep.
Crossing us now.
Red bush right there in front of you is 51 yards.
Yeah,
The one to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I might take him.
Just talk to me, Goose.
I might come right to this. You ready?
Yeah. Better wait till it clears that hill. I'm good. He's kind of out of focus, bro. It's that log's right there.
Okay.
It's okay. That was freaking awesome.
Hold on, they're still here, bro.
I know, I see.
Want the gun? I chested him again, dude. Couldn't get up high enough.
They're leaving.
Thank God, dude.
Good job, brother.
Been a long day. That was a great move, dude.
Dude.
Just ain't the same when me and you ain't freaking stalking the first trip of the year, dude. It's the only way to live.
Dude, that was rad.
I just wish they all would have came so we could have got another one. I don't know how you figured out how to get through.
Bro, I'm shaking so bad right now. But they had to pitch across that river.
Look at that Merriam, buddy. That's a freaking Merriam. Oh yeah, I dumped him. Yeah, rope for Merriam anyway.
Yeah, dude.
Typical Spurs. Will not be denied. Was that cheeseburger, dude? Got him back in. Wow, bro, look how beautiful he is.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. What a turkey. The Merriam's thick, boy. Tell you what, there's some chunky old sons of guns. I got it. You closed that gate we came through, right?
Yeah. Dude, I was so happy when you were like, he crossed the fence.
How many times did I tell you he crossed the fence, dude? And then I looked, I was like, you really crossed the fence! I thought he was gonna go way around, dude. I thought I was gonna have to quiggly him.
Dude, I ranged him and I was getting 52, 45, 61, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
They gotta get across this fence eventually.
I was with as hard as it was today.
Let's go, baby! Will not be denied, son!
Oh, you stalked him down, huh?
Dude, we were in range for an hour or more. They were on the other side of the fence the whole time.
And it was
We made the sickest
a
moves,
woven
dude.
wire fence, so they wouldn't go under it. They couldn't go under it, and it was too windy for them to jump.
We like shot through that gap that we kept looking in, you know?
Uh-huh.
And we just kept following the bushes, and then we saw them, and I was just about to, like, I was belly crawling, like I was moving, dude. I was belly crawling across this field. Garrett's like, straight. And I was just like, hit my stomach, dude. I'm like, my hat. Pew! Like 40 yards out into the field, dude. I'm just like, oh my God. So we're sitting there. Garrett's like, oh, I saw him right here, blah, blah. So we back out, we jump in the creek, we come winding all the way around. And we just kept coming. Then we got to the corner of this fence. I mean, it was just, kept moving, and then we dropped down in this ditch. And we're crawling down this ditch, dude. And we got, I don't know, we were within shooting range, like I said, the whole time.
Yeah.
But they're on the other side on the property strut. So we get this little knob, and I'm like, all right, dude, we got to try and get to this last tree. Like, it was the last tree, almost, like, as far as we could go on the property, you know? So I started crawling out there, and I, like, got my butt out there, and I looked back, and the hen just, like, look at Garrett. I was like, dude, I can't move. So we were just laying there in the grass. Finally, they all step around some of those plum thickets, and I just got up and just jumped into the tree. Garrett comes in, and then they were moving, and then Garrett's like, we got to get it around the front. So we just kept scooting around the front. Finally got around the front of this tree. So we're like almost, the fence is just right here. I don't know, 20 yards, if that.
No, it was like 40, because it was the other side of that draw.
Right.
And I ranged that one post, and it was like 51 yards.
So then I was sitting there strutting, dude, and there was like, what, 4 or 5 strutters?
5 strutters.
There was another big old Tom. Well, not huge, but this old boy here, he kept getting run off. So the whole time they're all strutting with the hens, and this old boy's trying to figure out how to cross the fence, dude. He's just
making laps.
running up and down. And I kept looking at Garrett, I'm like, he's under the fence. Yeah. Garrett's like, no, he's not. I'm like, pull up and knocks, no, he's not. Okay. Like 3 times I was like, he's under the fence. Finally,
this went on for like 15 minutes.
This is like,
and it was
forever.
cold. It was
and like,
that's what we're like,
they're within range. Like I'm like, I'm gonna trash him, dude. Like I just want to smoke him. Finally, I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, he's under the fence. He was under the fence. So he's coming, and he's like coming out here. So I like tried to scoot over the tree. Garrett gets right on my shoulder. I'm like, dude, he's gonna go wide. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna have to make like one of those long shots. All of a sudden, he just kind of veers in, just comes right to us, dude. Just walking around. And I'm like, all right, Garrett, you ready? Because I'm like, do I let him keep coming? And you know what I mean? I'm like, our luck's so crappy. I'm like, we had no decoys. I'm like, all right, Garrett, I'm gonna take him.
He was like 30 yards.
Garrett's like, okay. And I go to shoot, and there's like this branch, and I'm like second guess, dude. I'm like, oh no, it's like this little tiny bush on top of this hill. Yeah. And there's the hill, so I can't quite see over it without like, oh my God, dude. So I like pull up, and I'm like trying to get around this little branch, and he's like all looking and crap. I'm like, all right, Garrett. Pasted him, dude. Damn. Game over, and all the other turkeys were all like, you know, I started calling. I was hoping they eventually flew off, but. This poor old boy, he finally figured out how to get under the fence. He's like, yeah, champion! Dude, it just takes him out. I kept telling you, I was like, these boys, if they don't get in the freaking tree here pretty soon, they're gonna get their asses ate up, dude. Like I said, he was all happy because he finally got under the fence. He was the one trying the hardest the whole time. I got him back. Sure enough, what was he, 30 yards probably?
Probably.
Freaking dumped him. Well, we're rolling back to old Laramie. Hunted a few hours this morning, but the wind and the weather were just crappy, and we split up. Me and Rowan went one way, and Garrett Bear went the other way. Just couldn't get on any birds this morning. They weren't on any of the public land that we could hunt, so decided to head home. All in all, it was a good trip. We had a lot of fun. It was a good warm-up trip. We didn't come home empty-handed. Me and Garrett were able to get on a bird and put one down last night. We had a great hunt doing that, so we had a lot of fun. It was good to be back out with the boys in the woods and get away from work and life for a little bit. So we'll be taking a lot of trips. We have the next couple weeks off, but it's back to Wyoming, Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska, so we got a full slate this year. I'm excited to get after them. It was good to start off the year with the bird. I wish we could have got a couple more, but Rowan had his job to worry about, and we just couldn't quite get close enough to all the birds we were seeing. It was good to get one though. We're heading out, like I said, to Wyoming here in a few weeks. We're gonna get back on them. The weather should be good. It'll be about that time of year, close to May. Hopefully the birds are gobbling and we can keep it going and smack a few more. So, see you then.